The only thing we can have in South Africa is it's a paper of a degree, which doesn't mean anything.
It means something.
What is it like? We do not have a voice as a youth, right? We're too much neglected. For example, every single time when it's youth day, they're busy telling us about things that happened in 1976, about the march. I am sorry, I respect every single thing that happened in 1976. But come on, dude, we're in 2025. You can't be telling me we're still celebrating what they done in 1976. Every single youth or every single generation has its own struggle to fight for. And right now, we have a different struggle to fight for, or we have a different enemy we are fighting for. Back then, the enemy was a white man with shorts. And right now, the enemy is a black man who wears a black suit and a black tie with a podium and tells us things to do. I am sorry, guys. That is definitely our enemy. Because right now, we're all thinking, I'm waiting for that 50.
In the truck, they gon' stink, mother. Mara serving the act out of baby bottle. Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back so you can't answer when I call you. Daddy was a rolling stone, I get it from my father. Chain so heavy that I can't.
My people, back to another one. Back to the new episode. This is the fourth episode now. We are moving, guys. I'm not going to lie. We are really nice. We are cruising nice. Yeah, this is a collision podcast. I am your host. I go by the name of Awe Tuchol Pankong. This is another one. We're going to be speaking again about everything that's affecting the youth. This is still a collision podcast. We're still going to be going on. I don't want to do the tradition this time. You're going to introduce yourself. What's your name?
Yeah, Potani Nestimadiabuli Sandozobao. I go by the name of Elisha. That's my first name. My second name is Zuelisha. And then my second name is Zenzi. You know what? A wise man once said that greetings is the best way to start the day. Therefore, consider yourselves greeted, no wait. So I'm going to
Okay. I wanted to talk about a certain topic, right? A certain struggle that's been happening in our country, right? I feel like we are subjected to be the providers of the whole world. Listen to me. If you see South Africa as a whole, we have a lot of resources, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mineral resources, you can name it. Talent, it's here, right? But then now we don't know, we lack a skill of manufacturing it, right? So every single thing we take out of this country is in its raw form, right?
Yeah.
So coming back to that, making an example about minerals, right? I feel like as South Africa, we are able to build someone up, give them the skills, necessary skills, but then they don't offer it back to our economy. Rather than they go to different economies and offer it there. I'm talking about Braindrain. You know what I mean? Like you can study, you can study in UWC, learn the necessary skills, be a computer scientist and all of that, but it's not gonna work in South Africa, right? It's gonna go abroad in Europe and work there. How do you think this whole thing is affecting our country, and how do you think this whole thing would look for our economy going forward?
You see, that's so unfair. That's so unfair about Ilaloka. It's South Africa. Actually, as a person who goes abroad, you're being unfair to your country. Because, for example, you received the skill, you received the knowledge that you have up. Now, all of the sudden, we are John.
Okay.
That doesn't work like that. So I would say that, first of all, I don't think it's fair towards your country. And also, I don't think it's fair towards the education of the it's not fair, because how can you run away? You have to work here so that the economy of your country, actually, the economy where you actually receive this knowledge from shoots sky high. Now you want to go abroad and actually improve the economy of say Europe or economy say America. What about the economy of your country? that is okay.
But no, okay, I get you. That doesn't mean that means you don't care. It's your opinion. But then now, Here I am, coming out of varsity, straight out of varsity, graduating, have the necessary skills. I'm hungry for work, right? I'm hungry for something. But then looking at our country, the unemployment rate for the youth is at above 62%. So where do you want me to apply the skills when they don't give me the platform to apply the skills? Rather just go somewhere when they're gonna give me a chance to explore that for myself. Because rather we went to the north. It's not like, I don't know, but it's not like it was consciously decided with you. You know what? I'm gonna study in South Africa. Have the necessary skills, I'm just gonna go to Dubai and work there. We are going there because we don't have any other choice.
You see, my brother, another thing that I would like to say to you is that if you know the right places and the right people, then for sure you will get what you want. Listen, okay. Because for example, let's say now you have your degree, but then where like problem I say to sort of boil, like for example in UWs, you didn't network enough. You don't know people that can actually take you to the right people, so that you can get the proper job that you actually were there for. Whatever I said. So like that actually is your fault.
How is it?
Because listen, Jim. Firstly, networking helps. As we did say so in the previous episode that we had. So now, if you network, you will get to know the right people. Listen, my friend. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You know the right people, and those people can take you to the right companies that you will try to maybe fuck ICVs or and get a proper job. So now. You didn't do all of that.
Yeah.
Now whose fault is it?
Wait.
It's your fault.
Okay.
So meaning you didn't think about your future.
Okay. I have a different opinion about this.
Yeah.
Right? So in your opinion, saying brain drain is wrong.
Yeah.
Having been taught a skill in a certain place and then taking your skill outside that certain region, that is a bad thing according to
my brother, who has to benefit here? Because right now you received the skills that you had, that you have, man. You received them here in South Africa. Now, isn't the South African government have to like benefit from the skills that they gave you?
True.
Exactly. So now you're going abroad now.
Nah.
That's my point, right there.
Give me the flow.
Yeah.
Now. Having that, let's pretend like we're living in a normal functioning country. Let's pretend.
Yeah.
Keyword pretend. Because we all know the country we're living in is not normal and it's not functioning well. We're not even gonna go there. That's a story for another day. But let's pretend like we're living in a normal functional country. What you're talking about, for us, it's a dream. It's not a reality. If you come back to reality, it's fine. I can work here. I can get the necessary equipment, the tools that I need, every single thing that I need here in South Africa. But I do not have I'm gonna say it again. I do not have a place where I can put my 2 cents. With okay, I'm here now. I'm gonna apply the skills that I learned at UWC. I don't have the place. Now comes England, offer me an opportunity. So you're telling me I mustn't take that opportunity? I achieve from there. So I'm there. Yeah. I feel like in this today's economy, not all of us are going to be unselfish and trying to fix it, because that's what we're trying to do right now. But we should encourage people to go for the opportunities that are there and that are availing themselves.
Yeah.
Because for someone to succeed in South Africa, whether we like it or not, whether we agree with it or not, for someone to succeed in South Africa, one has to be selfish.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not. Because the trajectory that things are going in right now, it's every man for themselves. Because right now, I feel like, as a youth, we are government's enemy number one.
Yeah, I mean.
Let me have a statement to back it up. You can't tell me, this is big. You see now, you see this thing is, I don't understand it. You can't tell me you're investing in the future, but investing in the future means that you have to uplift the youth, right? That's what you should do, because they call us the future. It's just another story for another time. I don't understand why they call us the future. Yeah. But again, they're calling us the future, right? Why do you put it upon yourself to destroy that exact future by destroying the youth? Because you can't tell me that you telling me as soon as I graduate, I'm already blacklisted. Then if I'm blacklisted, where should I go? How am I gonna get a job? how I'm going to pay back the very same people who put me to school in this case, which is NSFAS. Because if I get out of the thing, I'm already back in the state, which means I don't get a car, I don't get a house, I don't get a job. I can't go anywhere, which means I'm stagnant. That means the unemployment rate among the youth is skyrocketing. So which future are we fixing?
You see, my brother, and the issue, firstly, the issue is in our government. So now, if we can address that, then for sure, everything would be solid. But then going back to the brain drain, and then that would also be solid because no one would want to leave their country.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Brain drain is a good thing right now.
And no, it's not.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now. You say right now.
It's fine. Okay, it's your opinion. I want to hear from the gents. Gents, do you think that brain drain in this current economy is a good thing for someone to do? To have the necessary skill, then from that skill, take it somewhere or abroad or anywhere.
Your iPhone 13 that you bought cash at iStore.
What do you think?
Right.
Hang on.
Yeah, man, like it's unnecessary of you to go spend 4 years of your life ascertaining skills so that you do nothing with them. You know, if your government is not providing you with the necessary resources to show them what you can do, then go where the resources are provided. You know, you can't have loyalty to a nation that doesn't have loyalty for you.
Yes, that's what I'm going at.
Wow.
This is exactly what I'm going at.
Those are wise words.
I said that.
No. I don't.
No.
There's another, alternative
Okay, talk to it.
from, elitist side.
Yeah.
Let's say we're in America
Okay.
Okay.
and you get the skills in America, right?
Okay.
Do you think like you can go to South Africa to improve your?
It's a good thing that you went there. You talk about America, talk about South Africa. I know that we like to live like we're living in a first world country. By the way, South Africa is not a first world country, we didn't know. It's a third world country. which means there are some other things that we can't have, and there's some other luxuries that we can't have. If you go to America, that's a first world country. There, things are very different, right? There's no such thing as brain drain because everything you need is right here in front of you in order for you to succeed in life. There's no undercurrent that is much bigger than the dollar, whether you like it or not. Dollar is the way to go. So you can't go any other place besides home. Now coming back to South Africa, we know that we are a third world country. We love living like we are a first world country. Right now, there are a large portion of people in South Africa that are living below the poverty line. And some other people don't even look at that. We are busy looking at people there laughing or Ramaphosa doing their thing. I don't want to go there also. I don't want to go there. You see this story is going, it's taking me there.
Okay, go.
I really don't want to go there. But people are neglecting that space. We're really trying to focus more on how we should do things at Western side. At the Western side, we're neglecting how things are in South Africa. Africa to be specific.
Yeah.
Right? Because as much as I want to use the skill I have in my country, I can't use it because I'm limited. I am really limited. I cannot go anywhere. Right? In America, when you study something, let's say you're studying applied geology, their private companies are in partnership with the university, which means what that means is that while you're still studying, you have the chance to have internship. That means you're exposed to the work culture, you have experience, which is the only thing that they want when you have a CV. Chief, you can't work, we don't have experience. Once you get the experience, when you're providing me with the necessary infrastructure for me to have that experience. You know what I mean? The only thing we can have in South Africa is it's a paper of a degree, which doesn't mean anything.
It means something.
What does it?
Let me learn of it.
You can learn, but
Like, it also depends, I get you, but it also depends what type of man are you. Are you the type of man who prefers it easy, or you're the type of man who prefers to build your country? You can be the man who runs away from the country and be like, hey, it's easy there, but you can also be the kind of man who's like, hey, I can build this country. So it's two ways.
hence I said.
That's deep.
Yes, that is deep. Hence I said. Listen, hence I said.
If you think about it,
Hence I said.
that's so deep.
And you fix the thing.
Yeah.
Hence I said that it's not all of us who are going to be here and try to fight for this country. It's not all of us. It's not all of us on the honest speed. That's why if everyone had the courage to do something about in their life, we all be rich. I'm sorry. Every one of us will all be rich. But it takes a certain type of person to want to fix the structure of your country. right? As I'm sitting right now, the reason why I started this podcast is because I felt like we do not have a voice as a youth, right?
How?
That is definitely
Wow.
our enemy, boy.
So our government is the weapon formed against us.
And they are
You can't tell me otherwise, and you're prospering, boy. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me the government is not the weapon that was formed against us. You can't tell me otherwise because it's clear, boy. It's really clear. Right now, when they're having the national thingy address, when Ramaphosa stands there and talk about things that he has to change in the country in the next 5 years, in the next 4 years, when he speaks about the youth, you don't hear anything that's gonna benefit us in any other way. The only time that they mention the youth is when it's the time where we have to go and dance and drink alcohol. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do that. You have to have fun. But come on, guys. We are the future of this country.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that we are building a future of drunkards.
But hey, Mr. Zenzile, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Like as a man, you know that as a man, what you have to do is to find solutions. Like we can't keep on complaining.
Exactly.
Like what can we, I want you to answer me, what
Okay.
can we as the youth do to improve what's happening right now? Because you remember, in the 1977, that time was changed by the youth, and like
Yes.
just big, those
Yes.
guys were young
Yes.
during that time.
Yes.
So we can't keep on complaining that they're
Yes.
doing this. What can we do as the youth? Because
I'm
we're
glad
the power.
I'm glad you asked the question.
That's a very beautiful question, by the way. I think we have to fight the system. I think we have to fight the system.
Okay.
Because the system is the one that actually ruins everything,
Okay.
you know. So by fighting the system, meaning our government, the way they structure things, because mostly they don't actually like involve us as the youth in their own I would say strategies in fixing the country. Yeah. So by fighting them, I think that would help a lot in terms of like squeezing us in, so that we can also be understood what we want as youth.
Yeah. Also, sorry to cut you off. Also, it's a good question that you asked there, right? It's a good question that you asked. I feel like the struggle we're facing right now, we should not fight it the same way we fight the struggle that we faced in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
The struggle we're facing right now is not a physical problem. It's a psychological one. Chief, right now, I was watching the trial of Mkwanazi yesterday.
Okay.
When that guy set up his achievement, what he has acquired over the years, like a BSc in Dondo and masters, what, that's a caliber of someone you should put in parliament who knows what they're doing. And right now, the minister of police, you know what the only accolade he has is being a comrade of NNC and having a matric certificate. That's the only two things he has. So you're telling me you're taking someone who only knows one thing to solve an issue by instilling violence, and you're putting him in charge of the government and saying he must make the rules. What rules are they going to make? Because I'm not saying that some of them are actually good people, good leaders, right? What we're lacking in our country and what we in need for, right, is leadership, right?
Okay.
At the same time, the people that are in leadership positions right now are not doing us any favors. They are not doing us anything. We should not rely on them. I'm going to make the statement right now. It might be a controversial statement. I really don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. The statement I'm going to make is that as a youth, if you think that you have a government, you are actually crazy. In this country, you do not have a government. No government is here to save you, boy. No government is coming to save you. You have to take it up upon yourself. But this is why I'm the youth of South Africa. This is the current situation that is happening. What type of thing should I take in order for me to solve those situations?
Not all of us have, the leadership inside. So
Chief.
the point of government maybe is saving like the rest of the country.
Government is not serving anything, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Take what has happened in the past decade, right? As I said, the unemployment youth, for the youth unemployment in this country is massive. We are leading right now in the world with unemployment. Do you think they are addressing that, or do you think they just chill there and laughing? That's the only thing they know how to do, boy. The only thing they know how to do. And another thing, I want to bring this up. The people who are in power, they are comrades and they are business people. They are not leaders.
I don't think the problem is leadership in a sense.
Mhm.
I think the problem is selfishness.
Okay.
Think of it as a businessman, like Ramaphosa is a businessman.
Mm.
If you are selfless, then he actually spread out business opportunities throughout the country.
Mm.
That's what a leader does.
Mm-hmm.
But because there's an act of selfishness, the business opportunities get given to other countries like Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They come manufacture their cars in South Africa.
Mm.
So I don't think it's a matter of problem of leadership, but a matter of selfishness. Because right now it's everybody for themselves.
Yes.
It's everybody for themselves. Like so up there, it's not necessarily that we need a leader. We need somebody who's selfless.
Mm.
Who somebody who would be able to think for everybody else, the future of the country, not themselves. Because everybody who's up there right now is only thinking about themselves. What can I get for my generation? How can I leave a legacy for my generation? Not how can I leave a legacy for South Africa? How can I make South Africa better? So it's not really a problem of leadership, but a problem of selflessness.
You see my thoughts on that is, I think everyone is selfless until that person steps in the power of, in the position of power. And that person becomes selfish.
That's a great analysis.
Because like I'm thinking right now.
That is a great analysis, boy.
Like for real, like if you think about it, right? You can speak your mind right now and be like, I will change A, B, C, D, and E. Promising people heaven and earth.
Yes.
But then when you step in that office,
Yes.
when they make you a minister of maybe education,
Yes.
my brother, you're just chugging along.
So, okay. The fact that you said that,
Yeah.
it's a great analysis, by the way.
Yeah.
I have to commend you for that. The fact that you said that, then we're going back to this thing. Yes, I said we lack leadership, which we do.
Yeah, we do.
But I feel like the bigger problem we have is not the people in the system, it's the system itself.
But then, which people structure the system, or which people come up with the things that will actually make the system function? Those people are the ones that are in these higher positions.
I can't say that. Because now if I say it, but the people who are structuring the system,
Yeah.
I don't think they see South Africa being better in the future. Because you can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
The data shows so. Statistics show so.
Yeah.
It's not going well, right? It's the structure. I mean, yo, gents, yo.
Yeah, but at the same time, a great saying in course I would say is "Akufike lula engathini," meaning that it's not easy to get the nice part. So they have to believe that this country can change. It cannot be immediate. Obviously, it has to be a process. It has to be something that they make a system. They improve the country. As Makanya said, I mean, spread out the businesses across. These guys are so rich. I mean, if you can check their businesses, they're so rich. They should believe. They should believe that this country will get better. They should.
Okay. So what I think.
My point is, I know this sounds crazy. This might come after me for saying this, but South Africa is actually not that bad. So for an example, let me land. I don't know which country this is, but I saw a video of them. They were playing a World Cup qualifying match, and then their country lost. And then the people there got angry and they trashed the stadium. And apparently that's the only stadium they have in that country. You see, South Africa. That's the only stadium they have in that country. Right? Now think about how many stadiums we have in South Africa. Not only that, you know what I mean? It is bad, of course it's bad, but it's not like all that bad. Not only that, plus you also have to consider that our government is like 31 years old, right? So, and these people are the people who are currently leading us now, people who are apartheid and whatsoever. Yeah, well, they might be a bit old, but like, you know what I mean? They're still and everything else. Like, it's like they're little kids, man. You know, these little kids are still trying to find their way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as that.
Not cool.
I dispute, bro. It's not that they might be old. They are old. That's the statement I want to make. They are old.
Yeah.
You can't be building it for the future and then think that an old person is going to invest in the future. Because an old person will say, you must respect first. Listen. Respect first. Listen, but you have to, bro. I'm trying to change the world. Yeah, you're telling me about respect. Come on. Wait, listen. Let me make an example.
Yeah.
A person I think that is the greatest man that was ever invented in South Africa. It came out of South Africa. Mr. Vusitsa Mogwai. He was building a hub in that to teach you about business, how to run a business, teach your community how to start a business, and every single thing, right? So he's taking his skills and putting it in the community.
Okay.
The people who sabotage that project are the people that look just like you. So what does that tell you?
Wow.
And the reason why they sabotage that project, you know why they said this young man who does things he must respect first. I am trying to build infrastructure that would ensure that South Africa has a future. And you are telling me about respect. Chip! Come on, Chip. Come on.
I get you right now.
It's not like we are not short of, it's not like we don't have innovators, it's not like we don't have revolutionists. It's not like we don't have people who have great ideas. But then now, they are always attacked for their ideas. They are always misunderstood, right? Same thing I was saying. If I'm being misunderstood in my own kind and no one is trying to listen to me, why should I stay in that place? I should go somewhere else where my skills are valued. Because even when I stay here and give you my advice about saying something, you will call me a scammer. But if I go to Dubai and say the same thing, they will pay me 600,000 for saying the same thing that you call me a scammer for.
Like that's
So,
complete coffee.
Where are we going? Where are we going in this country, bro? The people who are destroying this country and people who are destroying every single thing is the people who claim this country is their own. It's the people who look exactly like me. If you go into the board and you have an idea and people are sitting there looking at your idea, the person who's going to sabotage your idea is not Van Veek who the thing. It's Mkhize. They're going to be like, yeah, but this one is not good. Why? Because we have this psychological problem that as black people, there's only going to be one. Take it back to ancient times in the slave days. There was only one house nigger. The rest of them work in the field. So it's been like that for a long time, and it's continuing being like that. Because every single time, even in your hood, even in Makayako, if you succeed and become a better person, they will look at you and be like, I love you, I'm not even going to say that, but I know what you mean. They're judging on, right? Because we have this notion that all of us cannot succeed. If you build a car, a model of a car, my mind doesn't go like, oh, yeah, build a car, so I should build the tires that will go with the car, so we can succeed together. My mind goes like, he succeeded. What's the way for me to bring him down back to earth?
It's true, like it's a psychological thing.
It's a psychological thing.
Let this land in such a thing.
What do you think? What?
Oh no, I was actually going to say even the issue of brain drain. I think it's a psychological issue where we as people deem you as you're less successful if no matter the heights that you reach or how good you are and whatever that you do, if you don't go overseas, you're just not worth it. So for an example, I want to make an example of TLP. Mbogas. Yeah. Many people are like, he should play for Europe, he should go to Europe, he should go to Spain, he should go. Why? We don't deserve nice things?
Exactly. We do deserve nice things. That's why I'm saying the people who are sabotaging our country.
Yeah,
it's the people who are living in the country.
What's crazy with them is if he doesn't go to Europe, people will call him a failure.
Yes. Lapi has a stagnant career in South Africa. He's won trophies, he's won everything. But people will still call him a failure because he did not go and play with Messi and Ronaldo, which is actually a standard for soccer players.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going? We are not developing our country. We are continuously, every single day, destroying it. We are filled with people who are complainers. We are filled with people who are lazy, who do not want to take a stand. So, as a person right now who's speaking, who has a platform to speak about these things, I'm not going to speak about things that are degrading. I'm not going to speak about things that would actually make you do things that I don't understand will be going in this country. I'm going to say to you straight, if you don't like it, I don't know, but it's the truth. As the youth, we have to take a stand. There's nobody who's going to change the trajectory of this country besides you and me. And right now, as a youth. So we have to take a stand at least, in one way or another. It's either you're learning a skill that will help someone in the community. It's either you're taking what you know and teaching kids in a certain type of way. every single thing. Because as a podcast, as we expanding,
Yeah.
we're actually gonna do more of that. That's a dream for this podcast.
Yeah.
To go out to places, talk to kids, tell them about what's happening in the real world. Because I don't feel like teachers are, the infrastructure in the school, not necessarily teachers, but the infrastructure in the school is doing that to kids.
Yeah.
The only thing they're teaching them is that. So we have to take a stand, one way or another.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have
And also,
any-
we don't have a choice but to. Because at some point, we're the ones that are struggling. We're the ones that are in this situation, and also we're the ones that are being brutally, like, affected by this system that we're in. So it's more of like we don't have a choice but to actually fight against it, so that we can find the right way of doing things.
The question is, do you think South Africa has hope
Do I think South Africa has hope?
to be a great country?
I think South Africa has hope to be
Okay.
a great country.
Mm.
But we have to like fix certain things so that we can be a great country.
Mm.
For example, our government, we have to fix the way they do things. Involve youth. Like, allow us to be there. Allow us to be there.
My guy, they would never do that.
Like, why? That's actually the issue. That's the problem right there. Why are they not allowing us to actually be there in the parliament, raise our issues there and be like, APCT, I don't think it will work for us as a country. I think CT and E will work for us as a country. Just to try by all means involve things that will benefit us as a youth, so that we can uplift this country. Because, like as you said, so we're the future of this country. So if things that are being brought in the table won't benefit us, then who's the future of this country?
I don't. That's why that's the question. That's why I went to the question of like, of asking that. Do you think South Africa has hope?
I think we do, bro.
I'm just gonna go to the negatives in this case. I don't think South Africa has hope.
That's good.
Let me land.
You say my brother.
If we continue
Yeah.
with this system, the only territory we're taking is we're not going all the way up as French will tell us it is. We are going all the way down. Down.
Elaborate on that. Because you can't say like
The system that is designed, that is inside right now, is not designed for us to prosper, it's designed for us to fail.
okay, but then we can do something about that.
Yes, we can do something about that, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's not enough for me to say as I will, which I'm actually going to do by the way. I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
But it's not enough for me to say I will going to do something as I'm alone, as a man. I should have people that will, you know what I mean? They will see the potential in me. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to push this guy as much as possible. But in South Africa, I don't think we have that. I think we fear each other's greatness.
Oh, okay. We fear each other's.
We.
You know what I mean? I feel like we fear each other's greatness. If I see that, because for me, then I see potential in someone, right? So if I look at you, I'm like, that guy is better than me in certain things, right? In order for me to say, I don't like that guy because he's better than me, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just correct myself with this guy, and we can maybe build something towards achieving something together.
Yeah.
Because as myself, right, I'm not that good in so many things, right? I've met people like yourself, people like Michael, everybody in this room, right? I've met people who are actually better at something than me. But then if I was intimidated by them, we wouldn't be in this room right now.
That's the beauty of unity. Unity is power.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be in this room right now.
Wow.
So I feel like the psychological problem is that the psychological problem we should fix is that we should embrace each other rather than ridicule each other. So if somebody is doing something, I see this guy is great at this thing, and I have certain things that I can provide with him. Maybe I can push him in this instant. Nah, dog, let's meet up, let's do something. We're gonna push each other somewhere,
Yeah.
right? So this is exactly the same thing that happened for us to be here. Right now, for this platform to be here, it was unique. It wasn't me.
You see my brother commenting on that, that maybe you see your friend being good at something, and then you try by all means to push your friend to achieve that thing. But then you also have that worry of, will this guy remember me? Will this guy remember me when he's there in the high levels?
Goes back to what Spoon said.
Yeah.
These selfless people.
Cause like, bruh, I'm the one who helped you to reach in this position. Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm the one that helped you to reach in this level that you are on.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, now you have to also remember what I did for you.
Yeah, Chief.
Remember what I did for you.
I get you. Do you have any advice for any advice for people who are thinking about Braindrain or do you think Braindrain is a good thing for the youth?
Yeah, you see, at first, my thoughts on this were that we have to remain in the country and try by all means to fix our country, because it's nobody else's country but ours. So, but then my brother right here said something very, very, very important, that if you see an opportunity, then grab it. So I would say to the youth, although I thought that Braindrain is wrong, but at some point I think you have to be selfish. Take that opportunity so that you can build yourself. And also so that you can build yourself and your family and achieve whatever that you want in life. So yeah, man.
Okay.
Just go for it.
All I can say,
Yeah.
going forward, guys, is that yes, take that opportunity. Expand your knowledge, expand every single skill that you have. But then, guys, we need the only people who are going to save this country it's the youth, it's me and you. So learning the skill on itself and implementing it somewhere, it's not enough. Take what you've learned, put it back to the community, uplift the kids, the following generation that are coming up. Because the slogan of this podcast is that we are fixing the future one topic at a time. So what that means is that we are not fixing the future for the old people. We're not fixing the future for the present, we're fixing it for the next generation. Because at the end of the day, I want South Africa to be a first world country.
Yeah.
In some extent. I want my kids to be free in the country, to do things that they want to do without even having a fear of hesitation. But right now in South Africa, we are not in that extent. People are killing each other, people are raping each other, people are it's just a mess.
There's a lot that happens.
It's a lot that is happening.
Yeah.
We have friends, we have girls, sisters, girlfriends right now that are in fear of their lives just by walking down the street. I don't understand. I don't care what you say, but South Africa is in a crisis. We are in this space we are living in. It's not a good space. People are not addressing the very same thing that's happening. We had a situation where kids were abducted to go to Russia. Not even one minister spoke about that thing. It shows you that we do not have a government. It's just only us. So I'm saying, take whatever you have, take whatever skill you have, try to uplift it in the community. Try to change a person's life, a young person's life, no matter how small it is, going forward. So in closing, I just want to say this has been a touchy topic. I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I crashed out 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. We are fixing the future one topic at a time. This has been the Collection Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you very much.